Hello out there. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing pretty good. It's a beautiful day. Oh my gosh, it's so nice out. Let's see. It is 65 degrees and sunny, and the trees maybe are starting to show some little buds on them. So that's cool. Hi, Kim. How are you? You're the first one here. How are you doing today? It is so nice out. I'm guessing it's probably getting pretty nice out your way too. You're not that far away. Oh, let's see. Hi, Mandy. How are you? Hey, Deneen. How are you guys doing? Sharon, how are you? Woohoo, doing great, says Kim. Awesome. I've got the window open, so I hope you don't get too much traffic noise. Hi, Judy. How are you today? It's good to see you guys. I have been crazy busy at work this week. This is the first opportunity I've had to go live because I've had meetings all week, and I've got more meetings tomorrow. So it's just that time of year for me. Kim is working with Summer Kiss for the first time. Keep it simple, sweetie. Is that what we're talking about with Kiss? Or are you talking about the rock band? Oh, it's rainy and gray there in Boston, in Massachusetts. You're in Massachusetts, right, Kim? Sharon says hi to everybody. Yeah, it was like that yesterday here. It was all rainy and crappy. So maybe you're getting our rainy and crappy from yesterday. Hi, Angie. How are you today? It's good to see you. Yeah. Yeah, so I am a secretary in a special education office at a school district. And at this time of year, we have a lot of meetings. We have to have a meeting for each of our students. So, yeah, tons and tons of meetings. And Kim, I think, are you a special ed teacher? Trying to keep everybody straight. But I know you're in Massachusetts, though. Massachusetts drivers. New York always talks about Massachusetts drivers and New Jersey drivers. I don't really have a problem with either, but we hear about it. Kim says March is the worst month. There are no days off. I know, right? There's no like holidays, no governmental holidays. And it's the first time since what, October? Maybe it's the only month really in the entire school year that there are no days off. Classroom behavioral specialist in high school transition special ed class. Very, very cool. That's awesome. So, yeah, I work with, I'm the secretary. So we have students from 3 years old all the way up to age 21. So it's quite a caseload. And yeah, this is a very busy time of year for us. So yeah, it's the only month with no days off, but we're almost through it, Kim. And I don't know about you guys, but we start spring break first week of April. So if I can just get through next week, I'll have a little bit of time off, and that's good because I woke up this morning at like 4:30 with a sudden inspiration for my channel. So I'm so excited. And I was so excited that I told my son about it, and he's 19, almost 19. And he kind of rolled his eyes and yucked my yum, as we say in our house. I thought, well, I'll tell my husband about my great idea. So I told my husband about my great idea, and he kind of yucked my yum too. And I thought, what's going on here? So I don't know. Do you guys know that phrase, yucked my yum? Hi, Sunita. Hey, David. How are you? So yucking your yum is when, you're really excited about something and the person you're telling about it is kind of like, that's so weird or that's dumb or anything like that. And in their defense, neither my husband nor my son called my idea dumb. they just weren't very excited about it like I was. So to me, that was yucking my yum. So I'm going to have a chat with them. We have to be supportive of each other, not yuck each other's yum. Deneen, school going to virtual here too. Many cases of variant. Oh, you run a daycare. Oh, no. No. Things are looking better here, COVID wise. More and more people are getting vaccinated, and yeah, things are looking up. Kids are starting to go back to school more rather than less. David says, hi. I haven't heard that phrase, but it makes so much sense. Yes. It's like raining on my parade. Yes. Hey, Maribel. And any of you, if you want to come on the screen, that's fine. Just go ahead and click that little link there at the very beginning of the chat. I've got about 20 minutes. So at any rate, I learned that phrase from a friend of mine. He's this really sweet, gentle man, and he teaches kindergarten. He's a kindergarten teacher. But there's this other side of him, and he's a musician, and he plays this wicked hard rock music, like screaming. I can't understand a word they're saying. And so I think one day I said something off the cuff about his musical taste, and he said, "Hey, don't yuck my yum." And I was like, I love that phrase. And of course, I apologized profusely because I had totally yucked his yum, and it wasn't very nice of me. And so I apologized, and we're still very good friends. We didn't fall out about it or anything like that. But yeah, I've loved that phrase and have been using it ever since because it's a good one. So yeah, we have to support each other and not yuck each other's yum. So let's see. Kim says to Deneen, oh, Deneen, Skylar going back full in-person second week in April. My son had to decide whether he wanted to go back to full in-person or if he wanted to go full remote. He had been hybrid for school, and he decided to go full remote because he had 3 study halls a day in a row. So it was like 2.5 hours where he was just sitting in the cafeteria with nothing to do. He's a senior, so he doesn't have that many classes. So I said, yeah, you can stay home. That's fine as long as you get your work done and you vacuum and, and do the laundry. And so I got myself a little manservant out of the deal. So David says, my friend's young son sits next to another boy in school who tested positive. He will be in isolation for 2 weeks. Yeah. We did the whole isolation thing at our house. My husband had COVID. It was crummy. He didn't get terribly sick, but it was crummy. I was like cleaning constantly for 2 weeks. My whole house smelled like a swimming pool. I used so much bleach and water mixture, and we share a bathroom, so that bathroom was sparkling all the time, constantly cleaning. Deneen says kids have been going all year here, but lots of cases right now. Yeah, Deneen, where are you? Just out of curiosity. I know different parts of the world, they spike here, and then other places the numbers are down. So just curious. Let me know. So what about you guys? Have you ever had someone yuck your yum? It's not much fun. So I met a new yarn person recently. I don't know if maybe any of you guys know this channel. It's Erica Crafty. Ericka, Erica. And she emailed me and asked me if I'd like to do a yarn swap. And I've never done a yarn swap before. So I, of course, went to my yarn hooker girls and I said, what do you do with the yarn swap? So they explained it to me. Like I kind of knew what a yarn swap was, but I didn't know like the protocols. Like what do you do? So yeah, that's exciting. So she and I are going to do our yarn swap and each make a video of what we get from the other. And that's going to be fun. And then we're both going to make videos. So you guys can see what our yarn swaps consisted of. So I'm excited about that. It's always fun to meet more yarnies, right? Deneen is in Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. Okay, very good. I thought you were up in Canada, but I wasn't sure where in Canada. So, big place, Canada. So have any of you guys ever done a yarn swap? I'm thinking, David, you probably have done a yarn swap. And I'm pretty sure Affordable Crafty with Kim, pretty sure you did one with Ginger, right? Isn't that how you guys met? Let me know. Curious. My first yarn swap. Very, very fun. What else I've been working on? I got to keep watching my time, guys. I'm sorry. I've got a blanket I'm working on. I can show you. Let's see. David says, you want to have your yum yucked? Tell people you're an opera blogger. No, not at all, David. I actually have a friend who's fella. They're not married. But her fella is an opera singer, and I've gone to see him sing. It's not so bad. Kind of liked it. So, nothing wrong with being an opera blogger. Don't let them yuck your yum, David. All right. Now, speaking of not yucking people's yums, knitting needles. Don't yuck my yum, people. But my latest scrappy blanket is knitting. I'm knitting a scrappy blanket. Not sure how much of the color you can see, but I like it. I'm doing 3 strands at a time, and I'm just doing a simple garter stitch. If you're a knitter, you know that's like the easiest thing you can do with knitting. But it's just going to be like mindless work, you know, when the TV's on. I will say this. Scrap busting with knitting is a lot slower than scrap busting with crochet. Because last week I crocheted 2 rugs the amount of time that it's taken me to just knit that much of a blanket. But it's okay. It's all right. Let's see. All right. David says, I don't believe I have done a yarn swap, although one of our friends has promised to send me some yarn of a brand and color I had run out of. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Well, give that a try, David. Mandy loves the colors. Thank you. They are just scraps. Yeah. As long as I'm using the same, well, fairly the same weight, should be okay. I like it. It's fun. Affordably Crafty says, David, in college I worked, oops, I'm sorry, guys. In college, I worked for the concession stand at the Vets Auditorium. Got to see opera, ballet, and other shows for free. Very nice. I have only gone to one opera. I've gone to lots of musical theater, but it's not the same thing. And the opera I went to was Romeo and Juliet. And they had the captions, which was good because it makes it a lot easier to follow the story when they're singing in a different language. But I love to go to Broadway shows. Love, love, love going there. It's the only reason I really would go to New York. That or museums. I love going to the museums down there. Let's see, what did I see recently? Well, no one's seen anything recently. The Last Ship was amazing. That was a Sting show. Really good Broadway musical. I also saw King Kong, which wasn't so great. I saw Spider-Man, which was a great Broadway show put out by Bono and The Edge from U2. So that was amazing. Loved that. I think that was my favorite all-time Broadway musical. What else? Phantom of the Opera, Cats, Chorus Line. Yeah, loved it. Let's see. David says, oh, I lost David. Where'd you go? There we are. All right. Said all along, we need to meet next time to go to Glimmerglass. Hey, I'm not going anywhere, David, and Glimmerglass is still there. So whenever you're around, you just let me know. We'll head up to Glimmerglass. I Kim says, "Love your scrap rug, Julie. So pretty. Honest to God, you guys should. If you've got a ton of scraps, give that a try. I stand every morning on that rug. It's in my kitchen. Every morning, I go in the kitchen to take my thyroid pill because I have hypothyroidism. Not that big of a deal." But, take your pills and you won't get a goiter. That's the most important thing. Anyway, I stand on that rug in my bare feet, and it's just so squishy. I just love it. So give it a try. David says, I've observed that knitting is usually slower than crochet. Oh, yeah. Way slower. Definitely way slower. It doesn't use as much yarn, but it is way slower. Yeah, so now I'm kind of wondering why I chose that for a scrap buster, because it doesn't use as much yarn into it, slower. But I do love how it looks, and it's making a really squishy blanket. It's going to be nice. I like it. Kim says, I was heavily involved in my school's music program. 75% of my students were involved. Cool. I like the school music programs. I was a total music geek in school. Loved chorus. I did. In fact, when I was in high school, I graduated in 1989, and that summer, our show choir, we traveled. We went overseas. We went to Russia, and we did a little mini tour in Russia. It was wonderful. Loved it. Kim says, every time I touch the screen to read it, it moves it. Kim says, choir, music, ministry, handbell, choir, clarinet, and band. Nice. My niece plays the steel drums. It's so cool. I love it. Kim says, oh, heart musicals, Julie. What is my favorite one? Yeah, the favorite one I saw was Spider-Man. It was just so much fun. And we were in the mezzanine. And so Spider-Man actually swung up to the mezzanine and landed on it. There was like a little tiny platform there. And I think my son was like 8 or 9, and he was sitting there. And my son's name is Peter, just like Peter Parker, So he was sitting there in the very front of this mezzanine, and Spider-Man swung up and looked over at him and did one of these. Thought my son was just going to just melt with excitement. It was so much fun. So, yeah. That was my favorite. Yours is Spring Awakening. Okay. And you saw Rent in college with the original cast. Won $20 in lottery tickets. One of the best days ever. Awesome. Yes, I would love to see Rent. I'm not even sure if it's still playing. Well, I'm not sure if anything is playing, really. One show that I really, really want to go see is Wicked. I would love to see Wicked. I want to see Wicked bad. David says, Kim, when I'm able, I support the organization Education Through Music, which seeks to put music back into the public schools. Yeah, David. Hey, Crafty Chats is here. There are tons of things you can see online. I saw an opera just last week, wrote it up in my opera blog. Timinophile. Am I saying it right? Timinophile? Yeah, last year, our school does, all schools, most schools, not all schools, but most schools have like their little drama department. And every year we go to the different high schools to see their shows. It's a lot of fun. And I love to support the kids. And between my husband and my son and I, we're all in 3 different high schools. So, yeah, last year was kind of sad because we didn't get to do that. So, and we won't get to this year, but hopefully next year. So we'll see. Deneen says, ordered a set of wooden Tunisians with cords from Amazon. Yeah, we were talking about those last week at Yarn Hookers. I just have a couple Tunisian hooks. I'm going to have to try that out. I'd really like to get some of the bigger Tunisians, bigger diameter. Not longer, but bigger diameter, because the ones I have are kind of small. And yeah, I want my projects to go fast because I'm lazy. Deneen, way to bring the convo back to yarn, LOL. David, I knew that people I like so much would have a fondness for music. Of course. Inga's here. Hey, Inga. David says, regarding musicals, I love the classics. Oklahoma can have me in tears. Yes. Bring on that Surrey with the fringe on top, right? I like Oklahoma. Sound of Music, of course, is an all-time favorite. Oh, and Man of La Mancha. When I was a kid, I used to sing Man of La Mancha, and my dad would just roll his eyes. Probably wasn't the most appropriate material for like a 7-year-old, right? David says, Deneen, I had a set of wooden Tunisian hooks with cords that I included in my recent giveaway. Awesome. Inga, for me, noting we are again in lockdown, everything is closed. Oh, Inga, I'm sorry. That stinks. The only thing that's good about lockdown is you have crochet time. I don't know, maybe you don't have crochet time. I actually didn't have crochet time much when I was in lockdown because I was working from home. David, I know so many performers who have to scramble to generate some income now. Yeah, that's got to be a struggle. I don't know if any of you guys are interested, but there's a YouTuber that I love, and she's also a Broadway musician, actress, singer, Sierra Begas, and her YouTube channel is amazing. So you should check out Sierra. Crafty Chats Cafe, just saying hi real quick. Enjoy the chat. Well, thank you, Crafty Chats. Always at my chats, they're always quick because I'm on my lunch break. Ginger's here. Hey, Ginger, how you doing? Kim, you're going to cringe when I say it. I have not seen The Greatest Showman. I know. Why haven't I seen that yet? I've actually listened to the musical recording, but I haven't actually seen it. I've got to see it because it looks amazing. And the music is amazing. So, Kim says Webb's has double-ended, larger Tunisian hooks, like for $4. Awesome. I'll check it out. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Hugh Jackman was amazing in Oklahoma. Yes. And I saw an interview with Hugh Jackman where he was talking about getting the role for Oklahoma. And he had never performed in a musical before. He had never sung professionally or anything like that. And they said, well, how did you know how to do it? And he said, well, I'm an actor. So I just went into the audition and acted like I knew what I was doing. Isn't that brilliant? I love that. Like he just pretended. Like I'm just going to pretend that I know exactly what I'm doing and sing like I know what I'm doing. And yeah, he's amazing. I love Hugh Jackman anyway. Jack Hugeman. David says, Kim, how much fun would it be to have some sort of watch party for musicals or opera? That would be cool. I like that idea, David. Sound of Music has a special place in my heart. I spent a summer in Salzburg when I was in school. Oh, I love that, David. When I was a kid, my mom was kind of a hippie mama. We didn't have a lot of TV time. We had like a really small black and white TV. So we spent a lot of time listening to music on our record player in our room, my sister and I, and we would put pillowcases on our heads and pretend to be Maria. I loved Sound of Music. Kim, I completely agree about Hugh Jackman. That production rocks. Totally got to check it out. Kim says musicals would be amazing, more variety, and I wouldn't have to look at English subtitles. Yes. I know. Shame on me. Shame on me. I will. You know what, Kim? Maybe I will just make that a goal for this weekend. Just do it. I might just sit down and say, I am going to watch this movie, and everybody else can go jump in a lake. Maybe I will. David says, I will have to look for the singer you mentioned. I recently found a knitter who is a former opera singer and is on staff at the San Francisco Opera. Yeah, Sierra Begess. The last name is Boggess, I think. I think both letters are doubled. Sierra with an S, Sierra. She's amazing. I just love her. She's so positive. She's amazing. Highly recommend her channel. Let's see. Oh my gosh, you guys have a lot of comments here. A Rocky Horror would be fun. Yes. My grandma is in love with Hugh Jackman, says Ginger. And Mandy says The Greatest Showman is amazing. I'm going to just check it out this weekend. Rocky Horror. Oh my gosh. I love Rocky Horror Picture Show. I love it. One time I was singing Rocky Horror Picture Show, Sweet Transvestite, in the kitchen with my husband. We're singing at the top of our lungs, and there's a knock on the back door. And I open the back door, and my in-laws, my husband's parents, were standing there just watching us through the window. So funny. Okay. Yes, that would be best. Project Crocheted Toast, LOL. Are you doing a project of crocheted toast? I just had toast for lunch. Yes, let's do the time warp. Awesome. Oh, every time I touch this, you guys, I lose my stuff. Okay. Linda says, hi, Julie. Sorry I'm late. We had an enormous box delivered off Amazon. I was panicking about what I ordered. It was a curtain pole. Oh, sometimes they come in a big box and you don't know what you've got, right? You start to panic. My husband had a great big box come in the mail yesterday, and I was like, what the heck is this? It's huge. And it was really light, and it turned out it was bicycle tires. How do you solve a problem like Maria? I don't know. How do you catch a cloud and pin it down, David? So many questions. Deneen, never been to New York, but we go to Vegas every year. Went to a show with 80s music. Can't remember the name. I'm not sure which one it would be. There's a lot of them. Sunita says, heading back to work. Take care, everybody. Nice to see you, Sunita. I've got about 5 more minutes myself. So toast is one of the items you can bring to... Oh, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Oh, got you. Okay. Got you now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else you bring. You bring a squirt gun, you bring an umbrella, you bring toilet paper. Yeah, great Scott, right? I remember that part. Okay, so time for question of the day. Question of the day. Oh, I got to get my paper. It's time for question of the day. All right, the question of the day. Favorite fast food item from your favorite fast food restaurant? Haha. Double cheeseburgers from McDonald's. That's mine. Toast is one of the items you can... Oh, I already read that. You throw it. Rock of Ages. Rock of Ages, yeah. Okay, so let's hear it, guys. What's your favorite junk food from a fast food restaurant? I told you mine. Told you my guilty pleasure. I love fast food. Why does it have to be so bad for us? Why does all junk food have to be bad for us? I could easily live on junk food if it was good for us. Oh, all right. Deneen says, yes, Rock of Ages. My husband doesn't like those kind of things, but he was standing and clapping at the end. Oh, very good. Affordable Crafty Kim says, Newport Creamery coffee, awful. It's not good. Linda likes McDonald's. So what's your favorite food item at McDonald's, Linda? Maribel says chicken sandwich from Burger King. Judy says Butterfinger Blast from Sonic. Forgot about Sonic. I've only been there once, and we have a Sonic, but I've only been once. Frosties from Wendy's. Yum. Now, Ginger, do you dip your French fries in? I had a good friend who used to dip her French fries in the Frosties. She loved it. Linda, like you, double cheeseburger. Oh, yes. I love it. Love a double cheeseburger. Deneen says chicken sandwich from Burger King. Kim says, no, it's called an awful good. Oh, okay, good. That's good. I couldn't understand why you'd put that down as your favorite if it was awful. Mandy likes the Baconator from Wendy's. Awesome. Very, very cool. Oh, okay, guys. It is 12:30. Can you believe it? It's been a half hour already. I need to start getting a longer lunch break. Talk to my boss, maybe. No, I like the purity of the fries-free Frosty. That is good, Ginger. And I think that's awesome. And I am not going to yuck your yum. And if you don't know what I mean by yuck your yum, you're going to have to go back to the beginning of this video because we had a long conversation about not yucking each other's yum. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Oh, pulled my earring out. I'm going to let you go. I got to get back to work. And I will see you on Saturday. We're going to be over at Ginger's this week. We're going to be at Yarn Geek for our behind the scenes episode of Yarn Hookers. We're going to show you some of our equipment and how we make all of these silly yarny videos that we make. So have a great day, guys. I love you. Take care, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.